BadMan, Benny. You know what the thing got me? I say Caribbean Power Jam. Some boy, if you know, simple as I represent, one not government. Right now, sound up, but sound up play. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big. Sound up, but sound up play. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big. Benny, one knock, one clap, no time at all. You know fire one pop with repeated shot automatic your lap. Head a roll like jelly and chop. Dub plate inna the body and stop. Triple dub plate pan heavy sound clash Benny. Play about the chop. Sound up, sound a good day. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them begin. Sound up, a good day. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them begin. Alright, Benny, tell them no fear, man. And you a kill sound from day one. Oh, them fi disrespect Caribbean Power Jam when we a kill from day one. Them coulda big like King Kong. Benny a fire shot, man a fling bomb. Pump pick off like sick man. Them don't be bad fly, and them gal and pitch pan. So tell them sound up, but sound up play. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big. Sound up, but sound up play. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big. Yeah man, you know what the thing going on, the do it and that boss, simple as I represent for the whole Caribbean Power Jam family. Yeah, me in Brooklyn, I'm here
Gold man.
Give me woman some attention. She on me right and me left hand. Me now wait for no pension. If I a bunch of roses, yo, shopping buy some clothes, and then we pop two poses. Baby, you're hot, China. Cha, it's a weekend date night. We are gonna spend some quality time. Make it pay last night. Wash off me ride and party all night. It's a weekend date night. We are gonna spend some quality time. Make it pay last night. Feel alright and party all night. Look how me baby mother bubble up. She a bubble like a belly dancer and double up. On the bed we a couple up. Enough action, all the sheet it a shuffle up. Impression make you hot so. You give me 3 children, but your shape it a chop so. Rasta man me never flop no. Baby cha, it's a weekend date night. We a go spend some quality time. Make it pay last night. Shine up the ride. Baby come here, cha. Sorry baby, me a go get a little rough. Take the energy, me a go get a little tough. You give me energy, me a go tell you little hush. Hush baby, hush. Look how me baby mother bubble up. Like a belly dancer, she a wine and double up. Panny bed we a couple up. Pure action, all the sheet it a shuffle up. Impression make you hot so. You give me 3 children, but your shape it a chop so. Oh, me know. It's a weekend date night. Me and me woman spend quality time. Yo, me get beer last night. I go wash off me ride and party all night. Cause she's my queen, she's my girl. I'm gonna take her around the world. No, she no want no diamonds and pearl. She a me girl, she a me girl, she a me girl. Cause she's my queen, she's my girl. I'm gonna take her around the world. No, she no want no diamonds or pearl. My girl, give her some attention. Give her some attention. Give your woman attention. She not gonna live with the next man. Woman attention.
Gold mine.
Give me woman some attention. She on me right and me left hand.
And welcome everybody to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Another Tuesdays, we rock with you right here in this station. Thank you all for joining us right here. Because everybody, it's another Tuesday, October 28th, right here. Today we're gonna be dealing with breast cancer awareness as we led up to that last week. As we mentioned that we'll be discussing that this week. So we did have our discussion on domestic violence awareness last week, and being that October is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we're going to be talking about that today. So we definitely appreciate everybody that's out there joining the gallery right here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So we're going to be speaking to a few of our panelists again, as we had a panelist last week for our domestic violence conversation. We're going to have a panel as we discuss breast cancer awareness for this month. So continue to keep it locked. Make sure that you subscribe to the gallery on our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on our Facebook page at this moment, as well as everybody that's watching us on the YouTube. And also for the station, Caribbean Power Jam Radio, make sure you download the app to your tablets as well as to your phone so you can keep it locked to this show and all the shows here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So it's the gallery. We are live every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the station. So we definitely appreciate everybody that joins in every week. Do want to say happy birthday to everybody that is celebrating their birthday today. So I want to say happy birthday to Philip Hollingsworth, as well as to Camille Giles, saying happy birthday to Cara Centino, as well as to Selector Peter Gong, saying happy birthday to Shate Israel, as well as to Camille Livermore, saying happy birthday to Jamie Daniels, and happy birthday to Rosaline Stanton. And then if you have any birthday shout out that you would like to give, just put their names out there in the chat. Everybody that's watching on YouTube, everybody that's watching on Facebook, and we will shout them out on this day, so on their birthday. So we definitely appreciate everybody that's joining us here this evening on the gallery. So again, if you especially if you know of anybody, if you yourself, or if you know of anybody that is going through or has gone through breast cancer, you can share this so that they can join in the conversation as well. Also at this time, even at this moment, we are keeping our eyes on the hurricane passing through Jamaica at this time. So of course our prayers are with everybody that's down in Jamaica. So for all of our listeners from Jamaica, especially if you have your family down there, just praying that your family is okay and will be able to get through this. So we definitely keeping our eyes on that, along with other things happening, but that itself is big news at this moment, as we're coming to the end of hurricane season, and we didn't really hear much big hurricanes, destructive hurricanes, during this season. But as we're coming to the end of hurricane season, this one coming in that they call Melissa, category 5, as it was making landfall on Jamaica, as it was predicted, the last couple of days. So hopefully, again, our prayers with everybody that is out, everybody down in Jamaica, as they're going through that. If you're on social media, of course, you're seeing lots of video of what's happening down there at this time. So again, our prayers are for everybody down in Jamaica at this moment. So we're gonna get into some music and then start our conversation. Again, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So shout out to Desiree, see you out there. Welcome to the gallery. And to the Queen, One Love Denise, welcome to the gallery. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Also, today is the birthday of the artist Snow. So we're gonna throw in some music from Snow as we in the mix of our conversation this day. So continue to keep it locked to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the gallery. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and on X. That's at the Gallery Show. And so you can keep up to date with what's going on with the gallery. So big up to everybody that's out there tuning into the gallery every week. Definitely appreciate our listeners.
Lonely, lonely, lonely Monday morning.
The gallery with BadMan Benny.
Alright, yeah, lonely, lonely, lonely Monday morning. Informer dead for me at the sea. Alright. It's me, please tell them I'm not coming and they blow down me door. Bring your cup on through my window. I'm gonna put me in on the back of the car at the station. From that point, I'm gonna reach my destination. But the destination reaching at the easy tension. With them, my pants, look on my pants. But I can't now take it to the pressure, man, me can't take the pain. So, but my music release the chain. Lonely, lonely, lonely.
Good night to you, Terry. Welcome to the gallery.
One shower, bigger than I didn't take them my mom power. Dead one now for me, and dead one now. Me the one for using once and I me call me lover. The lover who me calling and the one tell me. Me love for the in me heart, yes me down to belly. And enough knows it that I miss some of the article dance. So lonely, lonely, lonely Monday morning. And I didn't have no company. You coming, alright, alright. Listen for me, I've been to listen for me, Lord. Listen for me, I've been to listen for me. But I remember the wrong, but I might get a phone, but the wrong constantly. And I never know that I miss no matter the article done. But I ain't in I did dance, I'm gonna say where I come from. Now people don't wanna say I come from Jamaica. But me born and raised in the gate, I'm the one channel for Noah. Pure brown people, man, that's all I'm on Noah. But the shoes and them tear up in my toes, just a show. This ain't not this something that you must really know. So lonely, lonely, lonely Monday morning. And I didn't have no company. Alright, alright, yeah. Lonely, lonely, lonely Monday morning. For my dead phone every corner. Alright, yeah. So make home with a nice young lady. Intelligent, change your calling Ari. If a women are coming, never left for a tally. You say that I mess no me at the rum dance man. From it in a dance open in a nation. You never know, say that I mess no me at the boom shaka top. And never lay down flat in a one cardboard. But me I go reach at the bottom, I go straight to the top. You say that it's not me, I go sing it like stop. So lonely, lonely, lonely Monday morning. And I didn't have no company. Alright, alright, yeah. Lonely, lonely, lonely Monday morning. It's for my heart every day.
I will do anything just for you. Make you feel happy and I never make you feel. I will do anything just for you. Sacrifice my love, I give you me that. This is boy. This is boy. Beating on me up, boom boom. Guarantee me not to see the easy girl and just hold on tight. Love me girl with all your might. Some sound, but all this sense to the some sound about that. Some of them know I've been loving the dead in your heart. Some sound, but all this and me say some go on with that. Some of them know I've no love in dead pan. Two twang and a sana, hostana, hoy.
Well, I might be cool, I might be simple, but
Here is the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. As we mentioned, it is Snow's birthday today, so we wanted to throw in some music from Snow as we start our program. But also, as we mentioned, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we have some guests that will be joining us, so we're going to bring them in at this moment, just making sure that everything is up and correct as we join them on the gallery. So and as the program continues on this evening, we may have other people, but we're going to start off with our two guests this evening as they join us here, and I'm going to allow them I'm gonna start off with allow them to introduce themselves, as they are, I would say, first time for both of them joining the gallery. Every year when we have our breast cancer awareness conversation, we have panelists that come in from those that have still going through it. So those are the warriors, and those that have overcome it, those are the survivors. Sometimes we'll have people that have organizations that can talk about breast cancer awareness, and also when we can get medical professionals to come in as well. So I'm gonna start off introducing to everybody. Miss Angela, welcome to the gallery. Make sure that everything is good so we can hear you. Welcome to the gallery, Miss Angela. Make sure that she's unmuted so that way. There you go.
Okay, there we go. Now you can hear me.
Now we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. So welcome to the gallery.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So let everybody know your background on this subject over. Basically introduce yourself and everybody know your background on and this subject as we talk about breast cancer awareness this month.
Okay. My name is Angela. I go by MsVickie or Angie to my friends and family, close friends and family. Been on Facebook for a long time. I'm a teacher by trade. I've been teaching 30 years, preschool to kindergarten, 2nd to 5th grade, math, English, social studies, geography, and theology. I love music. I love food. I love to dance. I love to play cards. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2016. My doctor caught it early. I caught it early because of a self-breast exam that I took. And when I heard that word, I was like, you should have heard the reaction I had. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. But thank God that my doctor had a plan. He had that ball rolling. Within the next 2 weeks, I had a biopsy, I had ultrasounds, I had a PET scan, an MRI. Then I ended up with chemo. Chemo was near the end of 2016. And I had radiation the following year of June of 2017 until the end of July of 2017. And as of today, I can proudly say, thank God, I am 9 years cancer-free.
And thank God for that, especially as you were able to catch it early and get everything done, because not everybody, whether it's financially, insurance, and things like that, not everybody's able to, get everything that you got done in such a manner, so swift. And also, as you mentioned, and these are things we've been discussing throughout the program, that the self-checks help. The self-checks, we'll be discussing that throughout the program as well. So the self-checks help. Also get your screenings regularly based on, your age and based on, what your doctor tells you. Make sure that you get your mammograms when you're supposed to get them. So, early detection is key. And, once you could catch it early, as well as, various forms of cancer, once you catch it early, there's a better chance that you can overcome it. But there's a lot of people that catch cancers late, stage 4s even, and get through it. But you definitely want to be proactive. You want to check out, based on family history, that can increase your risks, and there's various signs that can increase your risk. So you definitely want to make sure that you are going to your doctors regularly, getting everything checked out that you are supposed to. And thanking you for joining the gallery. And
thank you for having me.
As I mentioned, I'm the master of short notice. So even like last week, when trying to get everything together for the discussion last week, did everything last minute. But had to thank everybody that joined us last week. So same thing this week. I did plan ahead, but things happened and ended up last minute. So at this time, I'm going to introduce Monique to also first time I'm joining us on the gallery, so she can introduce herself and tell her story or her history about breast cancer.
Hi, good evening. My name is Monique. I go by Chef Kandi. I am a chef, and also I work for the Board of Education as well. I used to be a guidance counselor. I now run pest control for the entire city of New York for the Board of Education. I was diagnosed in 2007. I was diagnosed very early. I did have to go undergo chemo. Thank God I didn't have to go through radiation. That was my first bout. The second time, I actually had just a lump that had to be removed. Thank God, a mass that had to be removed. And it was caught so early that I was just able to take medication. Thank God. It was rough having small children at the time. I was actually going through a divorce and dealing with that at the same time. So it's pretty rough. But God is great. I am here and healthy, and I've been cancer-free for the past 16 years.
As you mentioned as well, thank God for your life and the ability to catch it early.
Yes.
And as everybody's listening, this was just a coincidence. As I mentioned, last minute, reaching out to them to get them on the program, and just similar background for both of them, both educators,
yes.
and both
yes.
have overcome breast cancer, were able to detect it early, and of course, their faith plays a big part in them overcoming it.
Absolutely.
And I'm assuming that I would say the jobs that being educators, being able to get the insurance
yes.
behind you, both of y'all were able to help. And so now, in terms of those that, because unfortunately, especially in our communities, insurance is not there like that.
Yes.
Either one of you can answer the question. What is your suggestion, or what resources have you come across or do you know of that may help those that may not have the insurance or the financial backing behind them to deal with this?
Brought to my attention recently that the Breast Cancer Awareness Society actually does free screenings, and depending on the circumstances, they do help with, depending on your financial circumstances, they do help with your treatments. People give huge donations, and people like myself who do the walk, yes, that's what it's for, to help those who are in.
Yeah, I tried to do the walk, I couldn't do it.
I'm gonna be honest, this year I didn't. This was the first year that I didn't, and I felt like as October was coming in, I started to get depressed. I usually wear pink from the first day of October until the last day. But I was talking to a therapist, a friend of mine, and she was like, you seem to be very depressed. And I said, I relive it every October. So she told me it was best not to do the walk if that was going to, aid in my depression. So I this year I didn't. But two of my children did walk for me, and so.
Yeah, I say that because through the chemo, which I only had 4 rounds of chemo, thank God. But
that's a blessing.
It's a blessing, and it did wipe me out. I don't know which one was worse. I want to say either the chemo or the radiation. The radiation just really, I couldn't work for a specific amount of time after radiation because I was so damn tired.
Yeah, I heard that it does do a number on you.
It does. So I don't know which one was worse, the chemo or the radiation, but I did have 4 rounds of chemo and I only had a month of radiation. That whole June, actually a month and a half of radiation. Right after my birthday in June, to the end of July in 2017. And yeah, and the main thing was, for me, there was a lump that you could see with the naked eye, but I ignored it for 2 weeks.
Wow.
And then I'm like, you know what, Angela? Get on the damn phone, call your doctor, and make an appointment, because you never know. And it just so happened to be malignant. And I was like, what would have happened if you'd have ignored it longer?
You would have ignored it. Yeah.
I'm like, you ding dong, get on the phone.
But that happens with so many women, that they see something and they just, oh, it'll be okay, or it's not that serious, or, and it's, I've lost a friend to breast cancer, a very good friend of mine, and she told me that she felt something, but she didn't think it was anything that was serious. And I kept saying to her, like, you should check it out. You should just check it out. But she was very young at the time. She was only like 33. And she never checked it out. A year later, we found out it was stage 4.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So I'm really an advocate for those self-checks. And even if you don't think it's anything, go get it checked out, because you never know.
You never know.
No, not just with breast cancer, but anything that's wrong with your body.
I believe in utilizing my health insurance. I go to the doctor for everything.
Exactly. I make it own.
Yes. I'm like, it's coming out of my check, I'm going to utilize it.
That's okay. That is fine. It can come out of my check.
Yes.
There you go. That's exactly.
Yes.
So again, everybody's listening right now, we're to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. October is, as we come to the end of October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Last weekend, there were many walks taking place throughout the country, most likely throughout the world. But as it was mentioned, this is the month that a lot of people wear pink. You have the walks, and with the various situations that even during this month, what is domestic violence, breast cancer awareness, anything that we usually discuss, what we've noticed is that the support systems of people linking with each other has been able to help people, even on this show, year after year. And as you have a group that didn't know about each other till today, but are able to connect, and sometimes that can help you get through any situation. Finding somebody that has gone through or is going through something similar as you, that can help you go through it. Kandi mentioned earlier about not actually not participating in the walks or anything this year for her own sake, but it didn't stop her from still connecting with other people, and just remember what she went through, remember what her friend that she lost went through. Condolences to you about that. But just having a support system and just linking up with people that are going through the same situation tends to help people a lot. So I don't know if y'all would be able to, well, if y'all would continue talking after the show. Of course, we're not getting rid of y'all right now. I'm just saying in general, being able to tell your story. Like I said, it's just a coincidence, both of y'all being educators and being able to even present the information and on such a manner. And definitely thanking the both of you for coming in on short notice as well. So as you've both of you have gone through your struggles, and we've spoke about the various resources that are out there. Can any one of you can answer this question in terms of the self-check? Describe that process to those that may not know of it.
You want to go ahead?
Oh, sure. Sure. Well, like I said earlier, I was telling Kandi that I saw a lump. It was a lump. It was, you can see it through the naked eye, but it was a lump size about maybe 2 or 3 centimeters, about this big. Let's see. Yeah, about this big, underneath the skin in my right breast. So, like I told her, I ignored it for 2 weeks. For a good 2 weeks. I was in the shower, and I'm like, okay. See, my thing, it was right under the skin. I could see it with the naked eye. And I'm like, wait a minute. Okay. Ignored it. Ignored it. Ignored it. And then by the third time, for me and my Gemini self, get your ass on the phone. Call your doctor. See what we can do about it. And thank God I did, because both caught it early. If it wasn't for that self-check, I don't know. Even though it happened to be malignant, it didn't matter. It was there. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's not supposed to be there. Wait a minute. Hold up. No. So, like I said earlier in the introduction, after I found that out, it was a ball rolling process of my doctors and everybody that was involved. I got an ultrasound, a biopsy, an MRI, a PET scan, and then I finally had it removed. I finally had 2 surgeries in September to remove it, and that was in September of 2016. And I proudly wear this. I don't know if you can see this. My breast cancer tattoo.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful.
I got it in March of 2021 to just remind me, and I think this is my favorite tattoo. I hate to be biased, but as many as I do have, I think this is my favorite because I think it's the most personal, because I didn't expect that. When those results came back, I didn't expect them to say, you have a cancer. And I'm like, what? What do you mean I have cancer? And then I was like, you know what? I could have broke down. I could have done anything else, but I said, no, my faith in God is not going to let me do this. No, I have the Spirit of God in me. No.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I did. And I was like, I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I had chemo, I had radiation, and I'm still here.
Also, women need to check for the shape change of your areola. If you are getting any leakage, if you happen to notice any bleeding, all of these are signs.
Discharge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All of those are signs.
Yes.
One that stood out to me was the shape change of my areolas. Mm-hmm. That's what stood out to me. I didn't notice the lump first. It was the change in the shape of my areola. Hello. And that's what alarmed me.
Mm-hmm.
The shapes. Also the size will start to change.
Yes.
And that was alarming to me. So if you are experiencing any of these things, run, don't walk to the next appointment. Yeah. Just immediately seek help.
Yes. Yeah. Or also any pain in that area too. Anywhere in the brain. I did have some pain before I saw that lump. So that's another thing too. Any pain in that area, call your doctor.
Right. Tenderness, soreness. Yeah. Any of that. Yeah.
We are joined by Shacanna at this moment. Also a first time joining us on the gallery via this manner. She was in the chat a few weeks, well, actually last month. Her nephew was actually a guest on the program, musical artist. And I just want to give her an opportunity to introduce herself and give her history in regards to breast cancer.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
Hello. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. Thank you very much. Well, my mother, both my sisters, and one of my cousins all had breast cancer at the same time.
Whoa.
Yeah. And my niece's mother, actually my nephew, the mother of his child, all of them had it at the same time.
Oh, wow.
But they're all survived.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
For my oldest sister, this is the third time it's come back. So she might join the chat later. I sent her the link. Yeah, this is the third time it's come back to get her.
Yeah.
Nobody has had a mastectomy. Well, no. My nephew's the mother of his child. Yeah, she had a double mastectomy. And now just recently, as in last week, she has an infection. So I don't know what's going on with that. As far as me, when all this happened, I had just finished nursing my youngest daughter, and it was probably 2-3 months later, and I noticed my nipple was bleeding. My nipple was bleeding. And I said, what's going on? I'm not nursing anymore. Why is my nipple bleeding? So I told my sister, and she to her oncologist. And he didn't take any chances. He said, with my family history and my nipple's bleeding, that's stage 0. So they went in and did a sub-areoladectomy. It took out my milk ducts. So it kind of like nipped it in the bud. And I thought I was okay. I thought I was like, yeah, okay. They beat it. You know, it was stage 0. They got it before it could get bad. But what happened when COVID came, I guess by me having a history of it in my family, and it was already in me, but they took it out. Something mutated. And I ended up with this ultra rare autoimmune disorder called AHUS. And it put me in a coma for 30 days. I was on life support, everything. I had tubes everywhere. I don't know if you can see, I had a trach, a tube bag. I was receiving dialysis 3 times a week.
Lord Jesus.
And, work. So this is what you see in the videos. And I have to get this form of chemo every 8 weeks for the rest of my life. So I call it carnival and chemo. As you can see, some of my costumes back here.
Yeah.
I always tell people it's not the end of the world. You can always still have. I don't know if you all are familiar with the carnival scene, but there's one masquerader named Carnival Auntie, and she's had a double mastectomy. And Carnival Auntie will come out there with no bra on and a carnival costume and dare somebody to say something to her.
I like her already.
Yes.
It's not indecent exposure. I'm like a guy.
Right.
So that's my story.
Wow.
And
God bless you, my dear. God bless you.
And as I mentioned to Angela and Kandi, thanking you for joining us on short notice as well. As I mentioned to them and everybody else, that I'm the master of the procrastination and short notice. So thank you for joining us on short notice, and also for be willing to tell your story as well. And as you know, with Kandi and Angela, thank God for your life, that you're still here, surviving and thriving, and being an inspiration to others as well. So hopefully, because we're gonna get into our health tip for the day, as we normally do on our program, get the commercial break, and then return for the second hour of our program. So hopefully all 3 of you will be able to join. I know one of you mentioned others may be joining us as well. So we definitely appreciate y'all for joining, and also sharing the link so others can come in and tell their story as well. So as we proceed with the program this evening, thanking you all for joining us, everybody out there on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Gallery. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Threads at The Gallery Show. And also, and all of your favorites social media outlets, you could probably find The Gallery. So I'm going to throw in a little bit of music. As we mentioned earlier, today is...
And Benji.
Yes. Oh. So you want to hear some? Yeah, we play some music from Benjamin later on in the program as well. But today's Snow's birthday. The artist Snow. We play some music from him a little earlier. So gonna throw in a little bit of that, get into our health tip, and continue on with the program this evening. So we thank you all for joining us. Thank you that is out there listening to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio.
Hey, yo, what's going on, yo? I'm sick and tired of 5 running up on the block, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Snow, they came around looking for you the other day. Word, bust it.
Informer, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go glam. I like keep on bum down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, stamp somewhere down the lane. I like keep on bum down. Informer, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go glam. I like keep on bum down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, stamp somewhere down the lane. I like keep on bum down. Please tell them I don't come in and they blow down
the gallery with BadMan Benny.
Through my window, so they put me in the back the car at the station. From that point on, I reach my destination. Where the destination region out of east detention. Where I look down my pants, look up my bottom. So informer, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, stop somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. Informer, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, stop somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. So big on them, they think them have more power. They on the phone, me say they wanna war. Me for once I use it once and now me call me lover. Lover who me calling on the one tell me. And me lover in my heart down to my belly. Yes, and I'm a snowman, I feel cool and deadly. It's the one MC Shine and the one that is snow. Together we all have a miss a tornado. Informer, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, start somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. Informer, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, start somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. So listen for me, you better listen for me now. Listen for me, you better listen for me now. Bring me the rubber, the microphone, but the rock on steady. You see that I'm a snowman, yeah, the art to cut down, but I'm not in and out the dance. I mean, say where you come from. People them say you come from Jamaica, but me born and raised in the ghetto, don't know what jail for no. Pure brown people, man, is all I'm on. No, yeah, my shoes and them tear up and I'm toes just a show. When me a ballin', all the ones you run so informer. You know, say that I'm a snowman, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, start somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down. Informer, you know, say that I'm a snowman, I go glam. I like it boom boom down. Take the man that say that I'm a snowman, start somewhere down the lane. I like it boom boom down.
Gonna get our health tip at this moment before we get to our commercial break. Thank you all for joining the gallery here at Caribbean Power Jam Radio. And when we return after the commercial break, we'll continue our discussion about breast cancer awareness. So again, as everybody that listens week after week, know what we do before we get to our commercial break. This is where we give you that health tip from
Paging Dr. BadMan.
So today we're going to talk about cordyceps, which is known as the energy mushroom. Last week we spoke about lion's mane, which is another type of mushroom. But this one is the energy mushroom used in traditional Chinese medicine to enhance stamina, vitality, and longevity. It strengthens the immune system. It supports heart health, also balances your blood sugar, and it helps to improve respiratory function. It fights off inflammation and also promotes longevity. You can find cordyceps in capsule form, in powder form, and tea form. Athletes use it a lot. People that are busy, have busy lifestyles, they use it. So anybody that needs this is cordyceps, and that's this week's health tip from Dr. BadMan. And we're going to get into our commercial break, so continue to keep it locked to the gallery right here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. We'll continue talking with our panelists about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I didn't wear my pink today. I haven't worn pink at all, during the month, but I definitely support everybody that is going through it and has gone through breast cancer, and also everybody, that has been participating in the walks, as we mentioned, throughout the weekend in various parts of the country. Congratulations to you, all of you who support your family and your friends that have been or has gone through or dealing with breast cancer. So shout out to everybody that participated in the breast cancer walks and helping to raise money to fund the research necessary in order to help to fight this disease that has been plaguing. And we also, and in a second, I will speak about the fact that breast cancer also affects men. Of course, primarily women, but breast cancer also affects men. So that's something that we'll be speaking about in the second hour of our program. So continue to keep it locked to the gallery right here on Cripple Power Jam Radio. Thanking you all for joining us, and feel free to share this with your family and with your friends so that they can also participate in the conversation that we are having this day.
Step the snow, you got problems. You better clear the runway. Step the snow, you got problems. You better clear the runway. Step the snow, you got problems. You better clear the runway. Step the snow, you got problems. You better.
What if you could unlock the life you've always dreamed of without magic? Just power. Affirmation That Brings Destination by Tracy Dixon isn't a quick fix. It's a transformative guide filled with practical, life-changing affirmations that align your mind, words, and purpose. Learn how to speak life into your world and watch your destiny unfold. This is more than a book. It's your key to the future. Affirmation That Brings Destination. Available now.
Discover the heart of Belize at the Alexandria Marquis Hotel. Adventure awaits just outside your door. Explore ancient Maya cities, serene rivers, and majestic waterfalls. Then relax in your elegant suite or by our pristine pool. Enjoy gourmet dining and let our friendly staff take care of everything with our all-inclusive packages. At the Alexandria Marquis, you're not just a guest, you're part of our community. Plan your unforgettable Belizean escape today at the Alexandria Marquis Hotel.
We can't take the pressure. We can't take the shame no more. We need food, we want shelter. Tired of the pain, we need to find the cure. Our people, them a falter along the streets are because they feel insecure. You set up a bus like Malta. We them a sacrifice cause we're born poor. This is a message for the youth, them in the ghetto. From Kingston to Soweto, I salute y'all. Don't be afraid of when the gunshot a echo. Hold your meditate like metal, them want deplete y'all. So don't join their skulls, now and don't you sell your soul. Cause if it's up to threat coming at you. Guns electric shot you. They know how we moving a crew. Me never see them out town like this. You must see one Matalana, Mr. Hassan get pizza. I only feel we skin them walk up rip with them whip. Right you know we are gonna put a stop to this. Yo, this is a message for the youth them in the ghetto. From Kingston to Soweto, I salute y'all. Don't be afraid of when the gunshot a echo. All you meditate and battle them want to bleed y'all. So don't join their skulls now, bones. And don't you sell your soul. Cause if it's up to me, honey, we don't own all of Babylon money, 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 money. Cause if it's up to me, we don't own all of Babylon. Life goes on and on, even though it's scattering roses. I wonder if 50 more abound, so don't you own no remorse. Don't let them catch you, don't let them set you up, don't let them get to you, don't let them call you bluff. Just keep your eyes on the prize, it's time to rise. This is a message for the youth them in the ghetto. From Kingston to Soweto, I salute y'all. Don't be afraid of when the gunshot a echo. All you meditate and battle them want to bleed y'all. So don't join their skulls now, bones. And don't you sell your soul. Cause if it's up to me, honey, we don't own all of Babylon money, 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 money. Cause if it's up to me, own all of Babylon.
In Droplets of Jewels, poet Ikanzi Aminata Benjamin doesn't just share words, she reveals treasures. Each poem is a gem, forged in pain, polished by joy, waiting to be discovered. This collection is more than poetry. It's a sanctuary for the weary, a summons to awaken. As you turn the pages, you'll pause, reflect, and recognize the luminous beauty within your own journey. Because sometimes the most precious jewels aren't found in the world. They're uncovered in the quiet moments between lines. Droplets of Jewels, where change begins with a single word. Droplets of Jewels, a collection of poetry by Ikanzi Aminata Benjamin. Available now.
Discover the heart of Belize at the Alexandria Marquis Hotel. Adventure awaits just outside your door. Explore ancient Maya cities, serene rivers, and majestic waterfalls. Then relax in your elegant suite or by our pristine pool. Enjoy gourmet dining and let our friendly staff take care of everything with our all-inclusive packages. At the Alexandria Marquis, you're not just a guest, you're part of our community. Plan your unforgettable Belizean escape today at the Alexandria Marquis Hotel.
Like I got the recipe.
Kuku fina, wako nimenasa kiaina. You're my designer, when I'm in nawe daima. Kuku fina, wako nimenasa kiaina. You're my designer, when I'm in nawe daima.
Toto avocati, nacheza na yavo tu. Walete kati, toto mali safi, mali gafi. Yani umutu, kwani shingapi? Aya mama waga muchiri, kama kishingo na ndonoa wenzako na data na wezele tomana kupita na kodoa macho nimi nasa hapo kitu wena figa doni pindacho asa tingisha ile kitu mama me kompa tingisha kama nagami fompa tingisha kama shagerere tingisha ne kama te kwambele asa gagisha ile kitu mama me kompa tingisha kama nagami fompa
kukufaina wako nimenasa kiaina you're my designer wena mimi nawe daima kukufaina wako nimenasa kiaina you're my designer wena mimi nawe daima sema umeniokota nakupenda paka naogopa kichome kifunga mota akili unaizunguka mguu kwenye chaga mguu kwenye neti vile unanipaga mina vibrate vile unadundaga kama kitenesi na mali za kibaba tam chocolate kukufaina wako nimenasa kiaina you're my designer wena mimi nawe daima kukufaina wako nimenasa kiaina you're my designer wena mimi nawe daima
Toto avocati nacheza na yabo tu walete gati toto mali safi mali gafi yani tu kwani shingapi
kukufaina wako nimenasa kiaina you're my designer wena mimi nawe daima kukufaina wako nimenasa kiaina you're my designer wena mimi nawe daima.
In the tapestry of life, woven with laughter, love, and the pursuit of wisdom, comes a collection of poetic gems that illuminates the path to understanding and growth. Introducing Life's Golden Lessons, a mesmerizing journey penned by the talented Kandi Musa, capturing the essence of a life well lived. Through the lens of her pen, she takes you on a captivating voyage, unveiling the laughter-inducing moments and the profound lessons born from her very soul. Are you ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery, love, and spiritual enlightenment? Available now on Amazon, this collection of poetry promises to be your companion in laughter, your guide through life's trials, and a beacon of inspiration in the storm. Don't miss the chance to experience the marvel within these pages. Dive into this extraordinary collection that transcends time, leaving an indelible mark on your heart and soul. Life lessons await. Unlock them within the pages of life's golden lessons.
BadMan Benny, you know what the thing I mean I say Caribbean Power Jam. Some boy if you know simple as I represent one not government. Right now sound up, bad sound up play. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big sound up, bad sound up play. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big Benny. One knock, one clap, no time at all. You no fire one pop with repeated shot automatic your lap. Head a roll like jelly and chop. Dub plate inna the body and stop. Triple dub plate pan heavy sound crash Benny.
It's the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Thank you all for rejoining us for the second hour of our program. It's the gallery at the Gallery Show on Facebook, on Instagram, X, and on Threads, and at the Gallery on YouTube. So feel free to follow us, subscribe to our channel, and we appreciate everybody that joins us every week, and also everybody out there on the various platforms, and everybody that is sharing, everybody that's joining the conversation. So we will be returning to our conversation on breast cancer awareness, as October, which is the month that we are coming to a close of, is among many things breast cancer awareness month. So we do we have been speaking to Kandi and Angela and Shacanna, and they will be returning, as well as we have some other guests that will be joining us in the second hour of our program. So we definitely appreciate everybody that's tuned in, keeping it locked to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. And again, subscribe to our channel, find us on, like and follow us on Facebook and on Instagram, and those various places. Like the video, hit those notification bells so you could always be aware of what's happening on the gallery, even when we're not live. But again, we are live every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the station, Caribbean Power Jam Radio. And make sure you download the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app. Keep it on your tablets, keep it on your phone, so you can keep it locked to this show and all the shows here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. And as we're looking at the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app at this moment, I want to say welcome to Gail P. Welcome to the gallery. Thank you for joining us this evening. And so we are going to continue with our panelists this evening right here on our program. And we're going to introduce to you at this time, as you've heard from Kandi, Shacanna, and Angela earlier, and we want to hear from Sharry. Welcome to the gallery. Make sure that she can
audio.
There you go.
How are you?
I'm good. And how are you? And also, thank you for joining us.
Wonderful.
Also on short notice as well. I know your sister told you about this. Thank you for joining us. So, as everybody has been introducing themselves, we want you to introduce yourself as well, and let everybody know your history in regards to breast cancer.
Okay, well, my name is Sharry Goode. I'm a 2-time breast cancer survivor. My first diagnosis was in 2010, and my second diagnosis was in 2023. So I just find myself in a space that I consider myself a thriver and a survivor. So a little bit about, and my sister said to tell you I'm Gooch's mother.
Yeah, for those that were watching last month, Benji and Gooch were here on the gallery in the studio. So for those that know Shacanna, that's Gooch's aunt. So now you get to introduce yourself to Gooch's mother.
Yes. So let's backtrack to my initial diagnosis in 2010. Life was peachy cream. I was enjoying life. Little background: I'm a martial artist. I'm a personal trainer, yoga instructor, fitness guru. Hardly eat meat. Don't drink. Don't smoke. Living a otherwise healthy lifestyle. And I woke up one morning with a knot in my left breast. And I asked my husband at the time, I said, well, did you elbow me last night? He said, no. I said, well, you must have, because I woke up this morning and there's a black knot on my left breast at the 10 o'clock position. I didn't think anything of it, because as a female, you're always told that you can get cysts when it's that time of the month. And if, they may go away. Well, that was in March. I just had a mammogram that January prior. So 3 months before that, I thought nothing of it. And I said, well, I have a doctor's appointment coming up in a couple of weeks. I'll just wait and go for my checkup. So I went to my physician and said, hey, Dr. Charity, there's a knot on my chest. It's not bothering me. It's just there. So when he did my breast exam, I'll never forget, the blood from his hands went cold. And he says, I want you to get dressed right now. I want to send you for an ultrasound. I'm like, okay. And I had always been told I had dense breasts. I'm thinking nothing of it. I didn't feel sick. I wasn't sick. Life was normal. So went to visit him. And from initial visit to diagnosis was only 10 days. That's how severe it was. So I'm thinking, okay, well, this is nothing. And when I had my mammogram, they kept saying, can you stay a little longer? We need to do another test. Can you stay, Ms. Goode? We need to do another test. And all of the other women were leaving for the day. And I was at the hospital all day. And at the end of the day, they said, we're going to assign you a nurse care navigator. I didn't know what that meant. I had always had fine breast exams. So went the following week, had some tests done. And when he was trying to do the fine needle aspiration biopsy, the needle wouldn't even go in. I had a calcification that was really hard.
Whoa.
Thinking nothing of it. It didn't hurt. I'm, superwoman at this point. So it came back. The doctor never said you have cancer. He just said your test was positive. And I was like, okay. I'm still in denial, disbelief. And I was like, I have a trip planned to Jamaica. I need to go on my trip. And he was like, no, we need to get this taken care of. So I canceled all of my plans. And then they called me back in and said, we have good news. We have bad news. I'm like, what's the good news? Well, we're going to have to postpone your surgery. I said, what's the bad news? He says, I think we saw it in the other breast. I'm like, really? So guess what? I said, okay, instead of going to Jamaica for 1 week, I went for 2. I went to the Ritz-Carlton in Montego Bay for 2 weeks. I did the Queen Latifah holiday thing. I'm like, at this point, I'm just turning 46 years old. And I'm sitting there going, huh? What? I'm healthy. And even Shacanna, my sister, said, if I didn't know you, I'd swear you were lying. I'm like, sis, I am not lying. So fast forward. I went to Jamaica for 2 weeks, came home on June 16th. My birthday was June 17th, so I woke up cancer-free. And then I started my new normal, still in disbelief, even after having surgery. And I weighed all of my options. I chose a lumpectomy because it was a 2-centimeter mass. But like I said, I had a mammogram in January. So from January to March that year, I don't know where it was. It was hiding or doing what it did. So I just kind of went into it going, I knew nothing about being HER2 new positive, ER/PR negative. I knew none of the terminology for breast cancer. I didn't know anyone intimately that had breast cancer, much less someone that would talk about having breast cancer. So over the years, I've learned to keep a positive attitude and turn my mess into my message. And I had my sister laughing. I'm speaking tomorrow, actually, at Virginia State University, keynote speaker for a breast cancer exam. Breast cancer conference. So it's navigating a cancer diagnosis is difficult. And mind you, my mom was also diagnosed with cancer 4 years after me. So, yeah, I got to be her caregiver as well. She's still with us. She's 85 now. So she's still with us. So I think that by my going through my cancer journey, I knew what to expect with her. Because if she had been diagnosed first, I would have been all over the place. It's I don't know. It's just, I look at it as part of God's plan. And maybe this is his vessel to use me to be a mouthpiece, because we don't talk a lot about the big C word. People think it's embarrassing, or I'm like, I didn't go to Walmart and put it on a conveyor belt and say, ring it up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go buy it at McDonald's, say, can I have a side of cancer, by the way? So I'm very vocal. I talk about it. And, you know, people are either going to be there for you or they're going to just poof, vanish. And that happened to me within 90 days of my diagnosis. My husband of 27 years walked out.
Whoa.
He didn't want a wife with cancer. He didn't sign up for that. And he didn't want to have to take care of me with my cancer ass and my bald head. So I'm like, okay, you know, I embraced my bald head. It was very liberating, very freeing.
Me too, Gemini.
Yeah. I was like, whatever. My head would get hot. I was teaching yoga at the time. I'd take my scarf off and throw it to the side and go, you never seen anybody bald headed without eyebrows, without eyelashes?
There you go.
And I just embraced it. If God brought me to it, I said he will bring me through it. And even now, fast forward to today, I have joined some breast cancer organizations. I'm on some advisory boards. I will talk about my cancer journey till the cows come home because I am not embarrassed by it. You hear me?
Same here, honey.
Why be embarrassed? I don't get that with people when they don't want anybody to know, or, oh, hey, you know, they're whispering. I'm like, I shouted to the rooftop.
That's the way we were raised, though, or in our generation, that's the way we were raised.
Yeah.
About it.
And I think enough people, especially, I was going to a lot of groups at first, and I was the only African American in the room.
Really?
I went to get a wig. I was like, we're in Virginia, okay? I was like, I don't think these wigs are right for me. So I had to go to the Asian store to, you know, buy a wig.
Wow.
And I would go to different support groups, and I'm looking around like, I know African American women or women of color get breast cancer. Where are we?
Some are so ashamed to speak of it. I don't know why. It's your story. It's
my story.
Yeah.
I'm laughing. I'm sitting here putting together a speech for tomorrow, and I'm like, it has to just come from the heart. Some things you know, it's my story, it's my life, I live it. Mm-hmm. So I kind of have a keynote things I want to hit on, but I'm going to read the crowd. Ask me a question, I will share my story. I don't want to get up there and say, oh, 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. No, I'm just telling it, you know, my story. From the heart,
your story.
Yeah.
Like a Gemini.
Yes, how I got through it, this is what I wish I had known when I started my journey. There was no one to talk to me about it. I didn't know a soul. So I had to do research, just try to find my way. And if it becomes a new norm, and you just find new ways to deal with the adversities in your life. And on top of everything else you have going on, now you have a cancer diagnosis. Mm-hmm. And even my sister Shacanna said, girl, if I didn't know you, I swear you didn't go to chemo. And guess what? She's going through chemo now. She's on chemo the rest of her life. But guess what? She's brave. She puts hers on Facebook. Well, back in 2010, Facebook was just becoming popular. Mm-hmm. But it's you know, we're turning our mess into our message. We don't choose breast cancer, it chooses us. I had the BRCA test done. They said it's not genetic. Mm-hmm. So how do you? Okay. My mom, my sister, my cousin, all of us who grew up in that household ended up with breast cancer, or just my other cousin ended up with colon cancer. So if it's not genetic, what is it?
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's one of the main reasons for you know, the research and, you know, the walks that take place to raise money for the research, because with the various types of cancer, as you just mentioned, you know, people can't, you know, pinpoint exactly, you know, how it starts, you know, whether it's the family history, the genetics,
right,
or whether it's the lifestyle, you know, things we eat, you know, where we live. It's various things, but
there are like is key. 212 types of cancer. at that time. There were 212 types of cancer. So, but I do know that from being in different support groups, that the one thing most of the people in that room have in common is stress. Like I said, I was a personal trainer, martial artist, yoga instructor, group X instructor, exercise guru, don't eat meat, massage therapist, doing all of the healthy lifestyle stuff. And I still got breast cancer.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
And I'm finding that there are other women in the business, same thing. You wouldn't think. So what is a breast cancer survivor or a cancer survivor supposed to look like? There is no look.
Yeah. We come from all walks of life, all backgrounds, Yeah.
And, my type of breast cancer was different from my mom's.
Okay.
So, when you're diagnosed, you get staged and they tell you. And, I remember my physician saying, if we can just get you through the first year. Well, it's 15 years later now. That was 2010. Somebody else heard you're going to be dead in a year. I'm like, So I think when the doctor tells us stuff, because what I tell people, if you sit by that window and you wait to die, you will. The doctor said this, the doctor said that. That's his job. That's what he does to bring money home. That's not who he is. He can't sit there and tell me, oh, you got a week to live, 2 weeks a year.
No, I got a bigger doctor that operates.
Thank you. The man upstairs, God above. You just got to faith in God. Just turn it over. I remember not being able to get through an hour and then 2 hours. I couldn't even think to next year. I couldn't even think too much down the road. I was struggling just to get through the day.
I was like, I was screwed. I was like, screw this. I couldn't work. I didn't work for like 2 months straight. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Got this cancer diagnosis.
How about you couldn't work for 2 months? How about my husband walked out?
Yeah.
I was
and thinking, I'm like, what? We were in the middle of getting the kitchen remodeled, no countertops. And I'm like, okay, what the one person you think is going to be there didn't want any parts of that.
Wait, what? Wow.
You find it a lot when a significant other's diagnosed, that the partner just either they're scared or they just don't want to get involved.
They don't want to deal.
That's what I felt too, especially when I went bald too, because I even asked Facebook too before I even did it, because me and the guy in me, I will warn you before I do shit. Excuse my French, but I did that. You would never know how many people turned against you, and I was like, oh, it's like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they would be like, ew, like ew, you got cancer, And I started, dating again, and somebody said, does he know you have cancer? Does he know you have a bald head? He turned around and said, I kissed her bald head. I am not my hair. Because what do we do anyway? We wear braids and weaves and wigs and everything else, right? I got the ponytail. I am not my hair. And I'm like, if you look at me and all you can see is my hair, then shame on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and as women, we just need to get away from that. We have to have all of this hair and makeup and eyelashes and guess what? I found out eyelashes wouldn't stick.
I don't do eyelashes.
Look, I tried to be cute. My cousin sent me to like Amber's Cosmetics to get some eyelashes. Look, I went on a date, the eyelashes stuck up. I was like, excuse me, this eyelash got to come off. Because of the chemicals that they give you, the eyelashes wouldn't stick. And it really, as fast as my eyebrows left, they came back.
No, mine hadn't come back.
Mine are still, and I am 16 years in, and they're so thin, it just never.
No, mine came back. Look, they came back. I don't know if you can.
I don't have it.
Came back.
Still.
Heavy, but they were heavy before.
Very, very thin. Very thin.
let me just say, prior to that, I had a unibrow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that I had to get waxed. So, yeah, my hair came back. It came back fine, gray. You know, I dye it. But I was like, you know what? It is what it is.
It is. It is. It is my story.
My hair is short. My hair was long. My hair was long. You would have sworn. But I cut all that stuff off because I'm like, it kept coming out, and I'm like, I couldn't take that anymore. And I tried wig, but I was like, no.
Girl, my wig used to spin around on my head. I would put it on. That wig would go. I would like, get that wig out of here.
To hold it so it would be sliding.
Yes, exactly. And I was like, I did like in the winter because I started my chemo in September 2010. So I went through the winter. And I just put on like a beanie cap and went on about my business.
That's right. And a scarf.
And I kept my hair short for like 5 years. I loved it. But then I had to go to the barbershop like once every 10 days to keep it cut. I was like, oh, Lord, no. That's why it stays like this now in a ponytail. You know, it's lengthy, but I don't know. You just going through a cancer diagnosis, it rocks you to your core.
To your core.
You find out who you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And who you are not.
And you at that point know you know at that point who you have in your corner and
indeed. And you will be surprised.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I don't know what it is. It's like, I'm like, people, I don't have HIV or AIDS. I have breast cancer.
Yeah.
You know, people are just, they don't know what to say, and word had got out. Somebody from the church called my mother and told her they were sorry I had passed away. And my mother called me. I said, hello from the other side. She said, yeah, the church clerk just called and wanted to offer her condolences. And I'm like, but it was a cousin in California that had passed away.
Okay.
But because I had cancer, they thought, I was like, no, I'm pretty good for a dead person. My mother died within the last 15 minutes. But yeah, people just had all kind of rumors and, oh, I heard you were dying from cancer. I said, why do I have to be dying? Why can't I be thriving with cancer?
Right.
And I think it's the way we look at it. Like, if you let it defeat you, it will.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go to chemo going, can I get out of here? Because I got a date.
Now, I remember the moment it really did hit me was when I initially chopped off my hair before I went bald. That was December 2015. I put like I said, my hair was long. My hair was down to my
wow.
Back. Yeah, long hair. It was long. I had cut all of it off, put it in a bag. I put it in a plastic bag. I put it where the chair is near my bed, and I looked at it almost every day for 2 weeks.
Oh.
I started crying.
Well,
look, crying like a baby because
I
lost my hair because
I'd had one chemo, and they said, well, you might get maybe at 2 or 3 chemos, your hair will come out. I had one chemo, and then that Saturday I had a yard sale. I had cut my hair short. It was short and wavy, and I got up that morning, Sunday morning, to go to my granddaughter's christening, and I got in the shower and went like this, and my head was slick as a baby's butt. I just looked and went, oh my gosh. So my husband had a wig that he had worn for Halloween. I put that on and wore it to church, and everybody was like, I was like, don't even ask. You know? And I was like, I knew it was going to happen, but I was like, you know what? I just approached chemo with, it is what it is. It's part of God's plan. And when adversity strikes, God strengthens.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe by my going through this mess, I can help somebody else going through their mess.
Exactly.
I just ask this question for either one of you can answer it, because faith has been played a lot as I'm hearing with everybody and their journey. But were there any specific points within this past decade, as it's been a decade for most of you dealing with it? Has there been a point where you may have lost hope or were afraid, and if so, what were you able to do to pull yourself up out of that? This is for those that are out there that are listening that are still afraid, whether to get checked out or they're going through treatment and they're worried. What message would you give to them? For any personal moments that you may have been afraid and not always positive as you are right now.
Not knowing. I think my thing was, who's going to take care of my children? Who's going to take care of my grandchildren? What's going to happen if I perish? You go through all those emotions, and it's okay. But at the end of the day, you just have to get on your knees and pray to God. And faith, the grain of a mustard seed, you have to have faith. You can't feel defeated. There are days you're physically sick. You don't know if you can make it. Like I said, you just have to get through the next hour or half hour, the next hour, the next day, the next week. You just have to have faith. I don't know. It shakes you to your core. And you will find out if you really believe in God. Now, there were days I would get mad, and I would get so mad, but what I would do is open the door physically and say, Cancer, get the fuck out of my house. I'm sorry. That's what I would do. Get out. You have no place here. And that's when I would get scared. I would like, Lord, please help me through this. You just, and there are thoughts of suicide, thoughts of this. I'm like, wait a minute. What the heck? What? I had a friend that got diagnosed and he committed suicide. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Like, he committed suicide. It was too much for him.
Yeah.
I just, but why? I mean, I can say I don't know, Jesse Jackson, keep hope alive. There's so much, but I also came to the realization that God, if this is what you have for me, then it's my time. And that's all any of us can hope for, is when it's our time, it's our time. But I'm determined to beat this. Always been just very proactive and you know what I'm saying? You just, and one word of advice I will have is live each day as if it's your last, because it could be. So do everything that you want to do, treat people how you want to be treated, and leave your legacy behind.
And also, speaking about legacy, for both of you, what legacy do you want to leave behind for other women to, be able to see or read about or, research? What legacy do you want to leave behind, as you're going through this, that other people can look up to you and go back and be like, well, if they were able to get through this, then I can. Yeah, and this is mainly for the women of the future generations coming up. What legacy, what do you want to leave behind? What messages do you want to leave behind? What would you say to them? I know you're ready, like you mentioned, you're speaking to a group tomorrow, but in general,
right?
Like, what would what message would you leave out to the world that people can go back and be like, okay, this is what you stood for?
Let me see how I could eloquently put that. Be you, be your authentic self. Live your best life. Okay? Treat others how you would like to be treated. And just do the best you have or you can with what you have. You be your authentic self. Be the best version of yourself every day that you wake up and open your eyes. And for that day, you just be good. What's my legacy going to be? She loved people. She treated people fairly. She was a servant of God. And that's fine with me. People are not going to remember you for your material possessions. They're going to remember how you made them feel. So that's why I always try to make people feel that my nickname is Miss Kumbaya. I make people feel good and happy, I'm not that I don't have days and get sad, and I will tell you where to go and where to put it,
Oh, yeah, in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah, in a heartbeat. But for the most part, I tend to see the good in people, love to fellowship with people, love to edify people, and just be, and that's something I think that's innate. You know, this is the life that God put before me. So it's the life, you know, I've embraced my breast cancer.
Me too.
So instead of trying to fight it, you know what I mean? I would fight the disease, but the place that it has put me in my life, I just embrace it and give people hope. I think cancer diagnosis is probably 90% mental.
Mm-hmm.
If you defeat yourself and think, oh, you know. I mean, I still have side effects. I have neuropathy, you know, and my hands and
side effects.
Yeah. I have every kind of sleeve you can imagine. The hand swells up. Yeah. And that's things people don't talk about, the ugly side.
Mm-hmm. My main effect is muscle and joint pain. That's my main side.
Oh my Lord Jesus. Say no more. Say no more. And like I said, and I teach yoga, but it's still, the joint pain is real.
Yeah, very.
And because the drugs that they give you to cure the disease also damages other organs. The Herceptin damaged my heart. My ejection fraction was down to my platelet count was down to 22. My ejection fraction got down to like 40.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's very low.
Yes, very. Mine was lower.
Yeah. So you can imagine.
Oh,
yeah.
I already know.
Yeah. So I just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to stay prayed up. What can I advise to other people is to just be your authentic self, live your life, have no regrets, and don't let the cancer have you.
Yeah. One of my memes on Teams, if I go on Teams, my background, as you can see my background, that meme on that background says, "I will not apologize for who I am."
There you have it. That part.
Big black and white. And me being a Gemini, I'm not going to apologize for who I am. Now,
I'm also a Gemini.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
So, yeah. So, Geminis, we are the communicators of the zodiac, and most people don't understand that. We have a voice. We're going to use it. And
yes, we do.
This breast cancer, that's just part of my voice.
Mm-hmm.
Learn that the hard way. And the other part is, you stay prayed up, because God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called.
There you go. I love that.
So, I learned that through the book of Judges. I'm a Sunday I'm a teacher by trade, but I'm a Sunday school teacher also. I'm a teacher by 2016. And, I had my depressed days, and I'd be like,
oh, yeah.
I can't do it today. I can't adult today.
And guess what? When I can't adult, I go sit in the recliner and look at TV. And we have to learn to take time for ourselves, because we're givers. We're always giving, and making sure other people are good. But who's there for us when we're not good? And I've learned to just say, you know what? I can't. And
I go in my bed, lay down.
I go in the recliner. You know.
If I take a nap.
I had to sleep in it for three months after my surgery because I couldn't lay flat. So I had to sleep in a recliner upright.
Yeah.
I'll
take a nap in a minute. I'll just rest. I'll rest when I can. And I tell my employers too, now look, if I get to the point where I can't function, I will tell you, and I will take the next 2 days off.
And your body will shut down. The nap finds me, because I'm like, I have nothing left. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm.
And cancer wants to keep that cup empty. And I'm like, no, baby, I got
too much stuff to do, because I'm still here for one reason, and that's to please.
Yep,
I agree. Want to please him no matter what.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, after the cancer diagnosis, I was scared. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Probably the strongest person everybody knows, because I'm always smiling.
Too. Yeah.
And if I'm not smiling, something's wrong. If I don't do certain things, they know that, and something's wrong. So I'm okay. Yeah. So I was depressed a little bit, but not to the point of suicide or anything like that.
Yeah.
I would just be like, no. I just sit down.
Because we didn't know what to expect. Yeah. It's like,
yeah, I fear the unknown.
And you know, when I was going through chemo, this was the joke, that every 21 days I would come back as a new person. So they take the blood out, they put it back in. So every 21 days I was like, you know what? Give me 21 days. I'm gonna see who I'm gonna come back as this time. And I just use humor. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you just yeah. You know, but one thing I did learn to do was read my medical reports. And you know, when you have your labs, you go. Yes. And once I learned what all of the labs meant, I was no longer afraid, because after my first one, nothing was in, every single thing was up, high or low. Nothing. I was like, what in the world is this? And then, we're going to need you to do more. We're going to need you to do more. And I'm like, are they nickel and diming me? Because I didn't know. I was uneducated. And I think the more I became educated about my cancer diagnosis, I began to feel a little bit better. And I think the fear of the unknown, that's what get people. They don't know. They just rely on what the doctor tells them. Yeah. So we have to be our own navigator. And some people just don't want to do that. You sit and wait for the doctor to tell you everything. You know, like I remember hydrocodone and oxycodone. There's a difference. Found that I couldn't take ibuprofen. I can only take Tylenol. So I had to kind of do some stuff on my own. And wait a minute, you can't prescribe this for me. I can't take this. So you have to navigate for your own health.
And thank God, I only took one. I was only on one medication. Only one. Oh my God! I remember that. I took that for 5 years.
Okay. So I was HER2 positive, ERPR negative, which means I don't have any estrogen receptors. So tamoxifen would do me no good. Anything with estrogen now. Yeah. So I had to do additional chemo. Yeah. 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 I had to do additional, through my port that was, right here.
No, I only had 4 chemo rounds. That's it. That was from November to January, and then July of that year, 2017, I had radiation for a month and a half.
And my gosh, I did chemo once every 21 days for 6 cycles, and then I took a break. I did radiation for 33 days in a row, and then I had to have another few months of chemo. Yeah, and sometimes I had chemo and radiation on the same day. That was hard. That just made you just want to just sleep.
Mine was
because by the end of radiation, I was tired.
I know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was exhausted. Yes. Yeah.
But I was, and then I was going through a divorce at the same time. So I was just trying to be like, you know what? Oh, I'm going to beat this. So it's just, yeah. So I guess in all of that, my legacy would be talk about it. Don't be afraid to go to therapy about it. Ask questions. Yes. Don't just go, I got my chemo today. If you don't understand something, ask your physician.
Yes.
To explain it to you.
Yes, that's what they're there for, even though some of them are just not going to tell you. But no, you have to make them tell you.
You have to make them tell you.
You have to make them do stuff that you need to do.
And you know your body. And if something is not working, because I would ask, like, when is my hair going to start growing back? And they were like, when you no longer see the red devil in the bag. That's what we used to call the red stuff in the bag to make your hair come out. And I was like, woo! Because I would be like, okay, the next chemo, I got one strand of hair. Oh, man, shit, it's gone. Like, can I grow one piece of hair? Nope, not long as you see the red devil.
Yep.
But, treatment has come a long way. So I would just tell people, educate yourself. Mm-hmm. This is your new norm. It will be your new norm for the rest of your life.
Yeah. And rest and that's what my thing.
We fear the unknown and things that we do not know a lot about. We fear it because we don't know. You have to get in front of it.
Oh yeah.
You know, I can, you know, anticipate what the side effect is going to be from this drug or that drug, so that when it happens, you know, and I work part-time at a pharmacy now. So when women come in, I'm like, look, ask for Clack solution. He's like, what's that? I'm like, that's the pink stuff that looks like Pepto-Bismol, but when you get the mouth sores, it's really good. The doctors, because there are disparities in the communities for cancer.
Yes. And
so
my biggest piece is rest when you can. That's my biggest advice.
Yeah.
It's because you gonna get tired.
You gonna get tired, and you know what? And we gonna sit in the corner and look like Boo Boo the Fool, because I'm gonna be like, I'm not drunk. I'm tired.
Yeah, I can't do it right now. Let me take a please. Let me just rest my body. Listen, my body.
And your body would nap. It would nap on you. You be sitting. You sit down. You can't. It's like when you're getting chemo. Blah, 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 blah. You try, but you can't.
Yeah. Exactly.
It just, and you know, that's God's way of saying, be still, child. My child, be still.
Yes. Yes, it is. Sure.
So I would, you know, tell women going through it, just try to keep as normal a schedule as you can.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think of my chemo appointments as just, I got to go to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go to the doctor. My first year, I had 96 doctor's appointments within 365 days. 96. And I was ready to just like, Lord Jesus, is there anything else I can do? Got to the point I had my doctor's personal cell number. 96 appointments. But and here's the other thing. Once your team knows that you are vested and interested in your health, they will be right there for you. But for those that just, I was asking a lot of questions, this and that and the other. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was too.
Yeah. And once they know you're interested, so that's the other thing, is keep the communication open with your doctor. No question is a stupid question.
The only wrong question is the one you don't ask.
There you go. I like that. Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We're just on here chit chatting. We forgot. Yes, I'm sorry. Look, when you get a group of women that's talking about breast cancer, it's what we do.
Y'all made the job very easy for me tonight. I didn't have to ask too many questions. It basically, y'all put it all out there. And as you mentioned, just linking up to somebody else that's going through the same thing as you are. And being able to share that experience, and you'll be able to connect on different levels, different levels than anybody else that hasn't gone through it can.
Right.
But what I would ask, because beyond just the treatments, the physical changes, because as you mentioned it, you did yoga before as an instructor, Angela, teacher. Y'all mentioned the things that y'all were doing before. But beyond the obvious, the physical changes and the treatments, the lifestyle changes, what, new passions or maybe new hobbies, what, light bulbs went up in your mind, after finding out you had cancer, that you might have, introduced into your life?
A major one for me, I became a massage therapist. You may say, how did that relate? Because when you're diagnosed with cancer, people don't want to physically touch you. They like, ooh, oh, ooh, oh. I'm like, wait a minute here. So the power of touch is real. You can say what you want to say, but and that rejection of people don't want to touch you.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? The power of touch, to me, has healing properties.
Oh, yeah, it does.
And that was the one thing that prior to my cancer diagnosis, I had not done. Because I had been practicing yoga for about 5 years prior to my cancer diagnosis. So I went on to gain a passion for just human touch. You will be surprised at what a hug can do for somebody, or just a hand on somebody's back to say it's okay.
Right.
Because that feeling of abandonment and
it's real.
It's real. Being walking away from you, don't want to touch you. It was like, you know what? That's my way to give back. Mm-hmm. So I do a lot of philanthropy stuff, for breast cancer patients. Yeah. Tomorrow, Virginia State University. I'm there.
Yay.
Keynote speaker, and then I'm going to change into my massage, uniforming and give massages.
Right.
To the group. They don't know that I'm also going to be the massage therapist. So the trick I'm going to play is when they come, I'm going to say, that was my twin sister that delivered the keynote. So here's the keynote speaker. Now she's doing massages, but it's a way to give back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My out was, let me see, not to cut you off, Miss Sharry, but my outlet was I started really studying the Bible. That's when I started studying. I mean, deeply studying.
Okay.
I get down to the nitty gritty, honey. My church can tell you when I give a lesson, and I just gave a lesson this past Sunday, I do a background on all my lessons.
Okay.
One of the components that they're very thankful for what happened before, during, and after the lesson, I always do that. So after that cancer diagnosis, that November 2016, I really started studying the Bible. And that was one of my outlets. And that was because I had questions that I didn't want to ask my Sunday school teachers. So I did research, like you said, not just the breast cancer, but other stuff too. So you can know for yourself. So I started researching. And
have you ever heard what Bible stands for? Basic instructions before life ends.
Mm-hmm. Or before leaving Earth. Okay.
Yeah, before leaving. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Little things like that. Yeah. So that was my outlets. And the other one was I'm more opinionated now. The past 10, 15 years, I've had an opinion, but I really voice my opinion more now. I don't care what you think anymore. I don't care. If I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I'm going to do what I do. But I'm the advocate for children. I'm an advocate for breast cancer and a few other causes that I deeply believe in. And that's where it came from. So I'm going to still continue to do that. Because that's how MsVickie rolls.
All right.
So we think we lost we did lose Kandi earlier.
I know. Yeah, I noticed that.
But I do thank all of you for joining us this evening as we come to the end of our program. Thanking you all for joining us, and especially on short notice, doing so. And like as I mentioned, made the job very easy as y'all were able to chat it up and just let the audience just hear y'all go. So definitely appreciate y'all joining and praying. The common thread, hearing from all four of y'all this evening is, the faith in God or the trust in God. Mm-hmm. Overall, basically helps to get, you through all of this. So just praying that you all continue to stay strong, hurdle over any obstacles that come in along the way. Of course, as y'all all mentioned, just ignoring people that have that stigma in their mind, it's not in your mind, but in their mind.
In their mind, yes.
And just praying that, you'll be able to continue.
Cancer chose us. We didn't choose it.
There you go.
It chose us.
And then,
as they say, cancer picked the wrong girl.
That's right. Uh-huh. That's right.
And then next year around this time, hopefully, y'all will still be here as strong warriors, and we'll be able to continue this conversation. But the doors are always open. You could always just send me a message, and if you want to rejoin the show, whether it's this conversation or any other topic, the doors are always open to you too. And I'll say extend the same to the two that we lost earlier. So again, thanking you for joining us, and just praying that you continue to thrive and survive and continue to get through this. And thanking all of you out there that are on on the app. Thanking Raquel Gentle, welcome to the gallery. Paula Love Niles, Sugarfoot Phoenix, big up yourself. I saw El Mexican out there earlier. Everybody that's out there on the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app, everybody that's watching on YouTube, everybody that's on the Facebook, thanking you all for joining us this evening as we had our conversation in regards to breast cancer awareness. And I'm going to end off the show with a song from Benji. She kind of requested a Benji song before she dropped off. And always, as we do, as we end off, the program each week, always give you a positive quote so you can always proceed with your week on a positive note. So sending you this one. Success isn't about speed. It's about steady steps in the right direction. And until next time, just saying God bless.
Everything catch a fire tonight. Everything. Hey. Come on, a real firefighter. We come to give them pressure tonight. Hey. Beating road like a beast. Trample them like a savage. Drinking rum like a beast. Run for them like a savage. Playing mass like a beast. Stop on them like a savage. In the back canal like a beast. Run down there like a savage. We beating road. You don't have to ask me. Masqueraders ready now. Moving like an army. It's carnival. Everybody happy. We ready to make a mass. Let me see your hands raise. We ready for the festival. We ready. It's carnival again. It's carnival. All we want is just the sexy girl. Now walk it up and start a bend. Beating road like a beast. Trample them like a savage. Drinking rum like a beast. Ruffle them like a savage. Playing mass like a beast. Stop on them like a savage. In the back canal like a beast. Run down there like a savage. Hey. Savage. Time to break up fence like a savage. When the drinking rum is a savage. Time to play a mass like a savage. Time to break up fence. Time to climb up walls. Time to break up fence. Everybody know. Get mad. This carnival. Talk about the boss say. I tell you we playing mass from Blue Shop to the Parkway. Down in the band. This where you go find me. We giving them energy. That's how they design me. So we tell them again. We ready for the festival. We ready. It's carnival again. It's carnival. Well, all we want is just the sexy girl. To walk it up and start a bend. Beating road like a beast. Trample them like a savage. Drinking rum like a beast. Ruffle them like a savage. Playing mass like a beast. Stop on them like a savage. In the back canal like a beast. Run down there like a savage. Run. Time to break up fence like a savage. When the drinking rum is a savage. Time to play a mass like a savage. Time to climb up walls. Time to break up fence. Everybody know. Get mad. Get savage. Get savage. Get mad. Get ooh. Come on, a real bad savage. Real bad. Get savage. Get mad. Hey, get savage. Get mad. Everybody. Get savage. Get savage. Get mad. Get ooh. Come on, a real bad savage. Real bad. Get savage. Get mad. Get savage. Get mad. Everything catch a fire tonight.
The Gallery with BadMan Benny.
Come on, a real